stream for you. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Thursday evening? Hope everybody's doing very well. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I know you got better things to do than to listen to an old man ramble on. That's my CAO double Maduro cigar and my late night coffee. Although I shouldn't be drinking coffee this late at night, but fuck it. I'm trying to cut down on the liquor, trying to cut down on the alcohol. I'm not going to keep y'all long tonight because I don't really have anything. I was trying to do a live stream the other night regarding the in Kendra G and Invest Fest, and they had a singles mixer where these women were looking for men that made over 250,000, six figures a year, 250,000 to $1 million a year at an Invest Fest. But none of the guys showed up. About 30 of the guys showed up. You know, I was talking about just rejection. But I don't think it has anything to do with rejection. I think it has a lot to do with black women, particularly these so-called educated black women, having unrealistic expectations for their partner or their potential mate. See, with black women, particularly American black women, we gotta enjoy being around y'all. We don't want to hear your problems. I don't want to hear you complaining about your job, about bullshit, because that's what happened. That's what really turned me off on one of my dates, which really turned me off the dating. It started the downhill descent into not dating anymore, not dating these strange women off the internet, off the dating app, or in my regular life. Because I knew there was a red flag when she started complaining about her job. When everybody else don't have a job, she had a job, and I'll tell you what a job she had. She had a job as a conductor for Amtrak. Nice little job, it was solid. You get to travel up and down the coast, collecting tickets, going down to Washington D.C. and back. That's like a 10-hour. That's like a 10-hour work day. But yeah, she's complaining about this shit on the first date. But I was just turned off. So I don't even know how I got through that day. We were supposed to be there having fun, enjoying each other's company, having drinks, having fun. I didn't have any fun with this one. And when I started dating Caucasian, well, not even Caucasian women, other races of women, and I'm about to get I got my passport, but I'm about to book a flight somewhere overseas. The women that I've been around, they've been halfway enjoyable to be around. I've never really heard any complaints or anything like that, per se. Some of them, complain about their exes, but I'm like, I don't want to hear about that, Negro. I want to talk about us. And even I caught myself doing that. And I was like, not complaining, but talking about my previous relationships. And I had to stop myself. And I said, no, I don't want to talk about it. I'm here with you. I want to find out more about you. I want to know, because I like what I see so far. But I just want to find out more about you. But with that date, when she started complaining, talking about her ex and the woes of it, I'm like, we're exchanging battle scars now on the first date. We kind of like each other, but I don't. But, and fellas, you don't want to walk into that trap, and that's one of the dating traps out there that get you from the first date to only get you one date with that woman, because she's gonna find out your weakness. She's gonna find out your weakness. She's gonna find out the worst about you. You had a bad relationship, and you're still reeling on your ex. They'll pick up on it. These women will pick up on it. To the point where they have to make a decision. Do I really want to be with this guy? He's not over his ex. What if he's not over? If he's like that with his ex, what do you think he's going to be with me? So I made some mistakes in dating, like bringing up, talking about the worst on the first, or making a worse impression, because you never get another chance, fellas. You're never going to get a second chance to make a good impression. Just remember that. And it works both ways with women. If a woman doesn't make a good impression on you, you got to say, fuck it. Fuck her. It was nice meeting you. Thank you for your time. It was nice meeting you. But I don't think this is going to work out. Sometimes you just got to walk away from a bitch. And a lot of you simps out there are afraid to walk away from a bitch. Or if a bitch want to walk away from you, you crying like a little bitch trying to get her back. You're listening to meditation CDs to try to get your ex back, or you try to get the lost love, to get that woman back into your life. It never works, people. When you walk away from a bitch, you just walk far away. Make sure you walk fast and far away from that bitch. Because at that point, you're just going to have problems in your life. And that woman is not going to like you. She's not going to enjoy being with you. She's not going to be able to say, hey, she's not going to look at you in the best light. I mean, some of y'all motherfuckers out here act like there isn't 3.5 billion women out there in the world. Well, 2 billion women out in the world. I think the world population is 8. But you don't believe that there's 4.5 billion women out there that you can knock off. There's something for everybody in this world. If you go, it's your business if you want to go ahead and chase after 8s, 9s, and 10s, the dimes. All right? It's all right to chase after it's all right to chase after it. But you got to understand that there's going to be something about you that the woman is not going to like about you. I know I've been there. But that's a part of the game. Because let me tell you something, there's going to be women that you ain't going to like. You'll be like saying to yourself, there's something's not right about this bitch. After the first impression. If she's running around, talking crazy to the server, talking crazy to you, talking crazy to everybody that you encounter, that's not the woman for you, man. bitch has a criminal record, that's not the bitch for you. If she has a criminal record that involved drunk driving, that's not the bitch for you. I mean, fellas, there's gonna be something about a woman that you're not gonna like, that you're not gonna tolerate. But you tolerate it anyway because she has titties and ass, or she got that good il nana, or because she got you a slice of pizza for dinner. She brought home a slice of pizza for you for dinner. See, that's how simple y'all motherfuckers are. But you tolerate the disrespect from women. I know I have. But now that I'm older, I realize, look, I can tell whether a woman likes me or not. I can tell when a woman is interested in me or not. If she's not interested in me, if she's not calling my phone after the second date, she's not calling me up. And that's not the woman for you. She should be calling you. She should be trying to get it. She's trying to get into you. If she's all combative and want to debate all the goddamn time, that's not the woman for you. I'm sorry. Some asshole was doing donuts right up the block on a rainy day. And I saw a police car just coming by with the lights on. I don't know if they're looking for that motherfucker or was just on the car. But like I said, a lot of these American women are not really, especially black American women, black women, but all women in general, they're not really all that enjoyable to be around. Okay? Once you get into a so-called relationship with them or dating them at a period of time, you're going to see a lot of their flaws. You know, there's a lot more Calamity Janes out there than you can shake a stick at. You know, that their life is not in order. But that's the problem. That is the problem with these young ladies out here. Because they don't have a man to get their lives in order. They're not used to getting onto a man's program. All right? So they can have a better life and we can have a better life together. There's always going to be a penalty, including me. I'm single. And everybody's saying, oh, talking crazy. How did you avoid it? You're still single. You have no children. You have no ex-wife or nothing. But I'm going to pay a penalty. The older I get, I'm going to get the higher the penalty is going to be. I'm going to be penalized for being single. I'm going to be penalized for not having any children, not getting married and having children. Because everything else in this society, especially in this economy, is going up. I live in New York City. I'm about to be priced out in New York City. right? I'm going to have to make a decision whether I'm going to buy a house in the woods, 5 acres of land in the woods, away from everything, just so I can live. But I'm going to be living alone. And I'm going to be all right with that. But Kevin Samuels was trying to tell y'all ladies this, that you're going to die alone with a dog. No woman should ever be living alone by themselves in this society, especially in this society and this economy. But don't get me wrong, fellas, you shouldn't settle for anybody. Like I said before in my previous live streams, all right? If a woman has to settle for you, that's not the bitch for her. She doesn't like it. All right? You're the best that she can do at that moment. Remember what I just told you? She's the best that she can do. Being with you. And you don't want to be with anybody that sees you as sloppy seconds. All right? That you're the best that they can do at that moment. But yet when they get into a relationship or get you suckered into a marriage, and then when your first fight comes around, and she's going to say to you, I can do better. I should have done better than you. But I could have done better than you. All my exes did this, and you ain't even doing what my exes used to do. She's going to throw that at you. She's going to throw that in your face. Because most women will never see the best in the man that they have. It's very rare. You know how I know? Because it has happened to me. Think about it. I want you to think about it. At my age, I want you to follow me right now, fellas. At my age, it's gonna be very rare that you're gonna run into a woman that sees you as the love of their lives. They had the love of their lives before. Now, it could have been a Pookie where she was running drugs and being her courier or doing all this criminal shit for this motherfucker. Got arrested for this motherfucker, selling pussy for this motherfucker. Got her on the track, on the blade. That was her first love, believe it or not. And that man will always be in the back of her mind. And it doesn't matter who else she's going to be with. She's always going to be comparing notes to against the love of her life. Think about it. I was on a date with a woman that was a widow, who was a widow. And I seen the way she talks about her ex. She's over it. I can imagine she was over it, but you know, I'm like, I'm not the love of her life. I will never be that love of her life. I will never get into that door. Even if she drops the drawers for me every once in a while. I will never be that. I will never be that guy for her. So I walked away. I walked away from that situation. After the first date, I'm like, hey, it was nice knowing you. I'm going to see other people. But like I said before, fellas, it's okay to walk away from a woman. It's okay to walk away from a potentially bad situation. It's okay. Because not everybody in your life is going to be the love of your life. The woman that you meet were meant to write a short story with them for a little while. Like the woman that you, and there are other women out there. If you're lucky to find one, you're going to write a novel together. But see, it's kind of tricky, at my age, you got old bitches out there that checking me out. Now, I'm not interested in no old bitch because let me tell you something. A lot of what these old bitches be doing, they go to Jamaica or they go to Ghana or Nigeria to find, to get with these black men out there. And then all of a sudden they catch feelings and have a 30-day fiance type of situation. Like I said before, fellas, you are the prize. You are the man in the relationship. You are the prize. That woman should be following you. And now you got these women. You also got to understand that a lot of these black women who are highly educated, they seem to think that when they get with a man, they have to be, how should I say this, unpleasant to be around. And I never really understood why a woman have to be unpleasant to be around. Always wanting to have to debate about certain political issues. I tell a woman right now on a day she talks about that anti-Trump or anti-Kamala Harris, anti-Biden. I would tell them, look, okay, you put it out there that you're mad. All right, cool. I'm still going to get the pussy anyway. But you will never know what my political inclinations are. Because I don't talk about politics with anybody. Maybe my brother and sister. But you will never ever hear me talk politics with any of y'all. Why? Because politics is personal. I mean, think about it. It's a personal thing for me. But I believe in talking. If you want to talk about politics, let's talk about local politics. See, if you're not talking about who the city government is not, if you're not involved in who is going to be selected as the police chief in your city, if you don't know who your council members are in your district, you don't know who the city manager is, then don't talk to me about being Republican or Democrat. Okay. Because I believe in all politics are local. What's going on in the federal government, what's going on with the presidency, the Congress, that's political theory. That's just a show. Believe me, they know who they want in the office. Okay? They wanted the orange pimp back in office, and lo and behold, he's back. Okay? They had to set it up that where he's running against a woman to win the presidency. Now, I'm not going to go deep into the orange pimp, whether or not he's doing a good or bad job, but the people have spoken, and you got what you deserved. Okay? You got the candidate, you selected the candidate, well, you voted for him, but he was selected. All right? I'll just leave it like that. You got what you paid for. And I'm laughing at y'all because the economy is in shambles, but it has always been in shambles. It's been in shambles for the last 20 years. I mean, think about it. After that .com, I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about a little bit about the economy, a little bit. Ever since the .com crash of 2000, the economy has been off the, just fell off the cliff. People are not working. There are no jobs. There's work, but there are no jobs. But a lot of people who have that mindset set on working a job, they're competing with 100 applicants on Indeed for one position. I want you to let that sink in. And it's been like that since the last 20, 25 years. Ever since the .com crash. Ever since the real estate bubble burst in 2008, which created a financial crisis, which George W. and President Obama bailed out the banks. I'm talking about giving the bank $700 billion, man, just to stay afloat, man, instead of letting them fail and start all over again. People were getting fired for no reason. We're getting laid off. We're just fired for no reason. But yet, the stock prices of that corporation just tripled after they laid off almost 20,000, 30,000 people. And it was ridiculously to the point where they had to do 99 weeks unemployment just to keep people on float, so people won't lose whatever they got left. And it didn't get any better during the 2010s. It didn't get any better. People are still struggling to get a job. But there's going to be more technology advances. I had a client who disabled, still can't find a job, got a degree in cybersecurity, but they ain't got damn job because he applied the traditional way. All right, I got my certification, I got my degree, I got my certification. It's on my resume. Let me get an interview. And that's not really how it works. Nowadays, you got to get on LinkedIn. You got to start sending email. You better start sending emails to some of these executives on here. And if you're in technology, you better have some projects lined up that you already completed. You gotta it's count. You better have a portfolio of projects if you're in the IT, because they want to see what you're capable of. They want to bring you in without any minimal training. Okay, they don't want to sit there and waste $20,000, maybe 30. They don't want to waste 70,000. They don't want to waste $150,000 to train one employee, to hire and train and retain one employee. They don't want to do that. Are there opportunities for you to be self-employed? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You can make money outside of a job. And I don't mean by door dashing or Uber Eats or any of that bullshit. Okay? Then you got the 2020, then you got the pandemic where everybody stopped working, where everybody just said, fuck it, I'll take the buyout and retire. That was the only time where businesses and corporations were looking for people to work. They had the jobs. Nobody wanted to work because, let me tell you something, when they were getting money from unemployment, when you start making more money off of unemployment than a regular job, $15 an hour job, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the system. And unemployment was not really designed for that shit. It wasn't. It wasn't designed for anybody to sit on their ass and do nothing. It was designed to keep you afloat while you're looking for another job. You know, back in the day, they would just say, oh, okay, you made $50,000 on this job right here, right? Well, you're on unemployment. Well, we got to get you back working. Here, take this you got to take this janitorial job right here that pays about $15 an hour. That pays about $30,000 a year, $25,000 a year. But I have 2 college degrees. I was managing. I don't give a fuck. Take this job or get off of unemployment, or we're gonna have to take your ass off of unemployment. And then you go to work as a janitor, pushing a broom with your grill cooking. Okay, trying to figure out how to get fired from that job, so you can go back on unemployment. You know how I know? Because that's what I did. I took a bullshit job while I was on it. A bullshit temporary job. Yeah, that's what I did. I took a temp job. While I was unemployed, on unemployment, I took a 3-month temp job, 6 months temp job, worked that temp job for about 6 months, 6 to 8 months. until it was time for me to get the fuck out. They said, "Oh, talking crazy, Mr. Talking Crazy. Yeah, you're a good worker and all, but it was temporary. But you know, we'll keep you in mind if a position open up in ABC Corporation. We'll keep you in mind." And guess what? Those bitches never called me. I'm still waiting for those bitches to call me back. You know, and I said to myself, I ain't holding my breath. Went back right on unemployment, and I repeated that cycle. It's not a good thing because you're not building towards Social Security. You're not building to your retirement. But I'm in a position now where I don't really need to. I can work until I die because I like what I do. It's a beautiful thing being self-employed. But I want all of y'all to be better than that. I want y'all to be self-sufficient. Like I said, I was supposed to link, and I want you to check this brother's channel out. His name is Shane Hummus. All right, he was a pharmacist that had a side job. He did something on the side, you know, created a YouTube video, helping others get online jobs, work from home jobs, you know, ever since the pandemic. But he was making a lot of money off of his YouTube videos. And he's teaching people how to find a niche. Okay? Find that particular niche and just run and create a YouTube channel based off of that niche. So you can make a whole lot of money. There's money also on YouTube. I'm not monetized on this bullshit channel of mine. I'm not monetized because this is what I like to do. I like to talk shit every week with you guys. I like to ramble on and talk shit. I don't get to do it in my regular life, so I get to do it with y'all, and I'm having a good time doing it. Let me see. How much time I have left. I've been running my mouth for 38 minutes. All right, let me go ahead and get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do this evening. I want to finish my cigar and enjoy the weather. Listen, I hope y'all have had a wonderful summer. It's fall coming up. August is almost over. The fall is almost here. Hope you had a wonderful time. Labor Day is coming up. Just remember, don't drink and drive. And I'll tell you why. You should not drink and drive. Even if you're impaired, and if you get, God forbid, you get into an accident, man, that's going to be a criminal offense. You don't want that. You don't want a criminal record, especially if you're relating to drunk driving. A $35 Uber ride home is better than paying $10,000 in fines, court costs, and attorney's fees, and having to fight with your insurance company to get that, having your insurance company drop you from coverage, where you have to go to the state coverage for SR22, and that's not fun. Having your license suspended, and you have to apply for a restricted license where you're only supposed to drive from home to work and back home. Or you can't drive at night. It's not fun. Like I told you, try to avoid getting out of the system. Try to avoid getting into the systems because it's not fun. I had some close calls, trust me. I had some close calls. God was smiling on me. I'm grateful to God that nothing serious happened. But listen, this is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. And black men, let's be careful out there, okay?